Welcome to the first episode of YapSesh. I guess the whole point of the podcast really is just meant to be like a place where we can just talk about like the state of games and stuff. I think it gives us kind of a platform to talk about like what we like, what we don't like, and like kind of, voice our opinions on the games that we have, because we always have these like really like good conversations, and I feel like other people would like to, hear them and kind of, get in on them. And I think a good way to start that with this podcast where we can, talk about things. Want to get other guests on from other people who they don't even have to be like celebrities, bro. It like of course in the future that would be goated, but it would just be fun to get my friends or your friends in and just talk to them about like their game of choice or their games of choice and what they feel about it and how they kind of feel the way the creators are taking their games. Oh, I actually gotta ask you though, like, so as X-Defiant being like a new game, and like I don't want you to like glaze the game or anything. I want like your genuine like your genuine take.
Reaction to it.
Yeah, what like do you think this game is gonna stay like popular, especially like thinking about the new COD coming out?
I mean, like everyone's gonna buy COD. Like most people just like they see it, they're like, oh yeah, that's sick. Like everyone who's consistently bought like COD, like if you bought the most recent COD.
I'm dead. Just playing. Yeah.
Like if you bought the most recent COD, like you're probably gonna buy this COD, you know?
Mhm.
And that's just it just like comes down to the person, like what you prefer. Like for me, what they're doing in like COD 6, it's kind of like it's cool movement, right? But it's not like the movement I'm looking for. It's not like X-Defiant movement and shit
Yeah,
like
that's
that. You
not
know, like
like
X-Defiant, you can slide around and everything. You can do all this extra shit.
yeah.
And it's very fast paced. And COD is, yeah, it's fast paced, but also most of the meta revolves around like just high TTK weapons.
Yeah.
And like I look at like fucking COD sometimes, and it's some guy sitting with a mounted turret like spawn camping these guys, you know? And I'm like, well, like obviously I'm like never gonna get that. That's like the #1 ranked guy on COD doing that shit, right? Like
Yeah.
that's what I just find boring. Like you just can't do that shit in X-Defiant, which is good. Like you can obviously spawn camp and stuff like that, but you can't like fucking. You can always win.
Yeah.
Like, there's always a way to win.
You make a good point, and I think to kind of add on to what you said, I was literally playing BO2 today just to reminisce on Plutonium, and like something I noticed is, bro, I was getting lasered by like hammers and LSATs through the wall on Nuketown, and I know like obviously they're not gonna like just beam me instantly like every time. Like it's not like I was getting spawn trapped where I couldn't move by LMGs, but like depending on the game mode and like the setup they have and everything, it's definitely possible, and it can be annoying because you're not going to see that in this game. Like you're not going to see a wall bang with an LMG that's just fucking you from somewhere you can't see.
Yeah, like you can wallbang some walls, but like you're not like constant fucking UAVs and shit like that.
Yeah.
You got like these weird ass score streaks that they're adding in and everything.
Yeah.
Like I miss when it was just like dogs, and not in like fucking Black Ops 3 where there were the Rams, just like a fucking roly poly Pokemon running around the map.
Yeah. Or like the you just had to worry about like a swarm or like a swarm, whatever that thing is called, or an RCXD even. That's like a lesser like, like it's a score streak that's cool, but it's not like you get it every few seconds and it's not like super cringe, you know?
Yeah, like it's not like anything crazy. Like yeah, you can get like triple kills like every once in a millennia, but like can't really like break the game. Like, oh, I just got 15 fucking kills with this thing. Like also, you're just a sitting duck when you're using it. Like it's like Gecko won't.
Dude, the sense multiplier still needs to be changed.
Yeah, no, they need to.
Go ahead.
They need to make a sense. So like Valorant also needs to do this. They need to make a sense for each like scope, because op scope and like martial scope are like completely different. and your sense multiplier is just like it just should be different. You know what I mean? And I think they should do it for this too.
I guess over the years, everything has been like scaling really hard. And I feel like something that I don't like about COD that I feel like this game will hold true to itself is every year I feel like COD works to outdo themselves, right? And that's,
Yeah.
in my opinion, that's not what people want, bro. People just want something that they just want like new content almost. Like I feel like the thing they should be trying to outdo themselves with is the campaign, and the multiplayer should not be like something brand new completely, at least not in this the as fast as they're doing it at right now. I definitely think this game will kind of, the reason I don't know, I obviously you can't tell because like there's games like this all the time that pop up, they seem hype and they just die because of like how people are when it comes to gaming and like their fan bases and all that. And like
Yeah.
I just genuinely think though, because of the structure of this game where they're updating one game, and I could definitely see this game staying alive for a decent amount of time because it's, you're looking at a game that's gonna stay one game and update over time and balance over time instead of having a completely new experience and it's not even balanced. It's like, well,
Yeah.
why am I buying this new COD? The last one wasn't even that good.
Like every COD they try to make different, bro. Like I would have been fine if every COD was like fucking BO2, bro. Like they make so many different CODs. It's like, and every COD is a new major mechanic, which is fine. But then you have a whole new assortment of guns, then you have a bunch of different attachments. And it's like, oh yeah, I get to grind for my attachments. But just like early on, people realize,
Mhm.
oh, this attachment are like really fucking useful. And you know, sometimes those attachments end up being like really early attachments that you can get. So then people just don't have a reason to grind and they're just going for high kills, which is like fine. Like obviously you do that in COD. You know, I'd rather have something to grind for type shit. You
Yeah.
know, and then be able to have like a good gun and not just like be level 2 with a gun and then I get that shit, you know, for free.
Yeah. Something that I felt like I didn't enjoy was, well, let me rephrase it. Something I did enjoy in the past was BO2 had this system where you prestige and you get these permanent unlock tokens, right? The permanent unlock tokens were something I thought was cool because you would grind your way up to level 55, which took a decent amount of time. It wasn't too fast or too slow in my opinion, because I'm when you would prestige and go back to level 1, they would give you an unlock token to infinitely like, or to have a gun forever, right? And I
Mhm.
thought that was cool because then like you can re-grind for, like, you can re-prestige to have something infinitely, you know? Like
Yeah.
there's still something to work for, I guess, is where I'm trying to get at. And yeah, and you also can get that with attachments, which I forgot about. If you max your level or your gun out, when you prestige, you all the attachments go back to normal. You keep camos obviously, but you can keep one of the attachments forever with a prestige token, I think, or like a weapon prestige thing. And I think that's like sick because all these new CODs just seem like what am I really grinding these weapons and everything for and all that?
Forget that. Also like X-Defiant, at this moment in time, it is very stale. There's not going to be any major updates for
Yeah.
like, you know, for however long. Well, now it's only in like 16 days is when like the season ends and like a huge patch is going to come out, like ranked is actually going to be like ranks and stuff like that
Yeah.
instead of just like a trial run. But like right now, the game's just like grinding to get good guns and everything in time for the new season. Like, you know, right now, like I have my MP7 loadout and I have a good sniper like attachments and everything, and I have like I'm
Yeah.
just leveling on my LMG because I just want to get the gold camo or the silver camo because why not?
Hmm.
Um it's like it's just getting a feel for the game right now and just kind of getting everything you need so that if you do want to play ranked, you know what's meta and what's not meta, and you know like, okay, this is I have this gun for this and this gun for this, and like I have a sniper upgraded and I have a SMG, you know?
That is pretty sick. I like that. So something I like about this game that I think is interesting is they're gonna have a ranked mode. I don't know if COD still has that. Do you know off the top of your head, like, does COD still have league play?
I don't know. I
I'm
haven't played a COD in a little bit.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure last time I played they didn't. There was almost like no reason to grind after you kind of unlocked everything, but this this game is kind of like you're grinding for not just the have the good weapons and attachments, but then you're going to be able to take that into ranked, which gives people more incentive after that. And I like that because there's almost like a preseason. I don't know any game where you're like preseason grinding and shit for the next season. Like, do you know any games like that right now?
No, I don't.
I think that's the one of the coolest ideas ever that I haven't seen in a game before. Is like
Yeah,
having
it's
a
super good.
preseason where you can like level up and then they throw you into ranked.
Yeah. I think it's good. Like obviously, like for the rest of the game, like that's out for its eternity. Like there's not gonna be like a preseason or whatever because the only reason they did this preseason was because the game just came out and nobody has anything.
Yeah.
So it's like just trying to get like their player base suited with everything,
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that. It is very healthy. And then I think another thing right now, there's like not really anything to grind for if you already have like your 2 or 3 weapons that you're just going to be using for the rest of your lifetime playing this game. And like once ranked comes out, I think the game's going to be a lot more booming, especially for the players because like I used to play this game 24/7
Yeah.
within the first like week, and I like the first day I got the first weekend that it was out, I had 28 hours on it.
Yeah.
So like I was grinding the fuck out of it. But then after everything, like I was able to get the loadout that I was gonna use.
Mm-hmm.
And once I did that, I was like, well, I don't know what else I'm supposed to do. There's not really anything else to grind for because I had gotten the gold camo for the MP7, which is like the only camo I wanted. So I was like, okay, maybe I'll just do like LMG camo and try and get it. But like I just wasn't that motivated to like get it anymore.
Yeah.
So I kind of lost motivation for it. But I think ranked in every game will always be such a motivator for some people.
Yeah.
And I think I'm just one of those people. Like I just need like rank. I need to like show that like, dude, I'm doing this like and it's worth it and
Yeah.
shit like that.
So it's
Not just like I'm playing just to play.
Yeah, no, I definitely get that, bro. Having that like thing to grind for that's not just weapons and attachments is almost like a status, and I think everyone loves to compete, bro. And that's something that will
Yeah.
drive players to like want to still play the game, basically.
And like right now, the only people that are playing are like the really casual players, and these are definitely like the kids that are only gonna play
Oh, I
casual for
didn't.
like. I'll press tab after this. Like I can't press it now, but like if we look at the levels, I guarantee nobody's like the same level as I am. Like, yeah, look, if you press tab, bro, nobody's over level 40 in this lobby, and I'm
Yeah.
here at 55. There's like very few people who have played this game consistently. And like me included, but like I only played consistently in the beginning.
Mhm.
Like people are getting up there,
Uh-huh.
but like when I play this game, I don't see anyone over level 40 at all.
Yeah.
I saw them more often in the first weekend than I do now, and I think that's kind of more like the hardcore players. And
Yeah.
I think right now it's just a bunch of casual people like
Yeah.
pub stompers, shit like that. Like obviously I'm a pub stomper, but it's like I can only pub stomp at this moment in time.
Yeah.
Like when rank comes out, like I'm not going to be playing quick play in fucking Overwatch 24/7.
The one thing I don't think this game did very well is, well, actually, I don't. I guess that doesn't matter. I hope that this game isn't just what it is now in the future, because something I don't like about this game right now, as much as it is a solid game, I don't like the minimal selection of stuff. I feel like it was unlocked really quickly, and I guess I know why because of ranked, but I still feel like there's so I wish I just had a larger selection, and I also had like I didn't unlock it instantly because like to unlock some of the SMGs, it was only like damage. Like you only need like 2,000 damage. You can get that done in like 2-3 really good games. And so 2-3 really good games, all the other things were achieved, and I had every gun in the game for SMGs, and like some things were took a
Yeah.
bit longer, but and I definitely understand for the ranked part, but yeah.
Yeah, I think I would have played this game a lot more if there was more than just gold camo. Like,
Me
if there was challenge
too.
camos, if there's like challenge camos, I would have done that because I mean, there's challenges to unlock the fucking gun. So like, why wouldn't there be a camo attached to it? Like, the only reason I played it as much as I did was for gold camo on MP7. After I got that, I've only been playing with it friends. Like, I haven't soloed it at all.
And that's something that's huge for people, bro, is having camos, especially this game, knowing that they were gonna pull in a huge fan base of COD players. They should have prepared for. Yeah, that would have been dope to see.
Totally right there. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they'll add them.
Yeah.
Because like they have an entire thing dedicated to like camos and like they have their own separate mastery tab. You know what I mean?
Something I've been wanting to talk about as well, which I think we've talked about as already some with just us, but because this is something I think is important to bring up. This game is not only out on all platforms, which obviously COD is, bro, since we're talking about COD and like the state of the games and everything. Something I think that's important to know about this is it's out on all platforms. It's going to have a ranked mode and it's free. It does not cost money to play this. That's why I don't think X-Defiant will die, at least anytime soon. Even if COD comes out, bro. It's a free game. You don't have to pay money to have this experience.
Yeah, and it's like if you don't like it, then you can just uninstall it, right? It's not like you wasted $60, $70 like COD. Like I feel like if I bought the new COD, I just like wouldn't like it. Like I played like Vanguard, that's what it is.
Oh my
Just
god.
Vanguard. And I'm like I played it on his like PS5 when I was over visiting and everything while everyone was doing their own thing. And it's like it's fun, but like the only thing that I found fun was me on shipment just trying to get high kills. Like that's it. And then after a while it kind of just got boring. Like it didn't really like I wasn't really like trying to grind for camos and shit on that because I'm like, well, I'm only gonna be here for a month, so like what's the point? Or like a month and a half. Genshin Impact and stuff like that will like infinitely be more like attention grabbing than like any COD would. And they're not even like an FPS. Like I think all time, like I love FPS games more than anything.
Yeah,
you know?
100%. Yeah.
Like, well, like in the PvP aspect, like FPS games. Like I think fighting games is a close second, but other than that, like there's not really another type of game that like interests me. Like League is fun, but it's not a game I'd play on my own, right? Like I'd probably play with like one or two other people, and even then, like not to play it like fucking. I mean, I guess not try harding. Yeah, just like playing a casual game or whatever.
Yeah.
That's why I like played Overwatch and Valorant so much because they had like ranked, and ranked actually like
incentivizes you.
Yeah, it's like, well, I'm playing for this, so I might as well, Yeah.
Like
for me, bro, like on Val, I'm just trying to get into Ascendant so that I can call Aaron shit. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
That's the goal, and like obviously so I can play with you guys. Overwatch, I don't really think I played it for the rank, although I did like playing it for the ranks. But once they added champions, I kind of stopped caring about the rank. I just played the game to like because I wanted to play the game, but I didn't want to play it in like quick play because some people in quick play are actually like dog shit. How do I explain it? It's like some people are so bad, what they do is so unpredictable that it just works.
Yeah.
It's like in Brawlhalla. Brawlhalla is a game I have 1.2k hours on. Some absurd shit like that, right? For such a shit game. Because I played it all in like fucking freshman year. It's like I have so much hours on that game, and I was the highest rank in the game, right? I was highest rank in the game. I was playing in tournaments and everything. Gold is like the equivalent of like platinum in the game because it was like bronze, silver, gold, plat, diamond.
Yeah.
There's only 5 ranks. I'm expecting people to do like the bread and butter combos or like, oh, he's gonna dodge this way because like it's the logical way.
Yeah,
but these guys just dodge the only way. Like they just do whatever they want, right? And it just kind of makes no sense. but it works because I'm like, well, I have no fucking clue what this kid's doing. It just like
Yeah.
just doesn't work. You know,
Uh
you can't really be like, oh
huh.
shit, yeah, I do this in this situation. You know, this game's like you can't keep track of everybody. Like everyone's everywhere. You know, there's so much
There's a lot
shit
of
going
stimulation
on.
just in your face.
Exactly. So I think that's why I think this game's gonna be good for like ranked and stuff like that.
Yeah. Okay. All right. You brought that around really well.
Yeah, because you know you play other games and it's like, well, this guy doesn't. You know, he
What?
plays like a fucking. You know, he aims like a silver player, but you know he's this high rank, so he must be doing something right. It's not necessarily doing something right. I feel like people are in this game are going to be in the rank that they deserve, like guaranteed.
Yeah, placed a lot better than compared to other games.
Yeah, but also another thing we don't know about the game is we don't know how many ranks there are. We don't know how, like if it's like an SR system or you know stuff like that.
Yeah, definitely. Something that you said that I thought was a good point and something that you were kind of going down a little bit was the free to play route and how like a game like Valorant, League, or Genshin or any of these really are just something that you'll be way more inclined to play. I don't know if correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you were saying because they're free to play, it's something that
Yeah.
you're much more willing to hop on, and because there's a rank system as well, that kind of doubles down. It's this free to play ranked system, but even something like Genshin is something.
Yeah, and Genshin's like, yeah, there isn't ranked or anything. It's more of like you're working towards characters. You level up your characters. It's a lot of grinding. Like it's like sure it's like repetitive, but like most of the time it's just fun. Like it's nice to like be like, oh shit, yeah, I just got my guy to level like max level. You know, I just got him
Yeah,
to
yeah.
level 90. Like that shit's sick. You know, there's so much shit to like upgrade in Genshin. You can
I'm
upgrade your
blind.
character. You can add artifacts to your character. You can have, you know, you can upgrade your weapons, and then you can put on different kinds of weapons that give you different status effects. You can have different sub like abilities on your weapons. You have like these dungeons that you can do and get to either get on the leaderboard, or you can do it to like grind like materials that you need, or you can get currency. And it's just like a lot. It's a lot of shit where it's like you're never really gonna, I guess, like in a way, beat the game, quote unquote.
Yeah,
Like
especially since they're adding new content consistently.
exactly. And dude, the story in Genshin is so long. Like
Hmm.
it's like hundreds of hours of story mode content.
Yeah,
And like the story goes on, and you don't even have to do the story, bro. Like you could just play the game however you want. You could do side quests, you could just run around and pick up shit and try and upgrade it. Like obviously you have to play the story a tiny bit to unlock places. Oh my god, dude, the fucking incinerary rounds killed me. I killed him 2 seconds ago.
bro, me too. That shit, I fucking hate that shit, bro.
Yeah. But
Man, I'm mad too. Man, no, you
man, I'm
ain't.
mad too. But yeah, like there's so much shit. Like obviously you have to play the story mode to like get to certain places and get materials for certain characters because they're
Yeah,
just on like places that you just have to play story for, which I like. I like how they don't force you to play it unless you actually need to. And then
yeah,
even then, you just quickly unlock the island or whatever you like, whatever place you need to go, and then you don't have to follow the story anymore. You could just do your own thing again. Like you don't have to like get as far ahead as possible in the story mode. And even then, even if you do want to like constantly follow the story mode, it's every time you reach a certain level, you can upgrade the oh shit, there's two people up here. You can upgrade the world level, which is
oh,
basically it upgrades all the enemies. So like let's
yeah,
say like you're level 10 or whatever, right? And like all your enemies are like max like level 16, like boss characters are level 16, right? Because
mhm,
obviously you're not going to do like a fuck ton of damage to them. When you upgrade your world level,
mhm,
those enemies like their max level upgrades, and it makes it so that you can level up higher. So like you can't level up like super high unless you level up the world level.
yeah,
So I like what that they did that because then it kind of like it makes it so it's like, well, if I want to do more, then I'm gonna have to do the story and then do all this other shit so that I can work on stuff.
yeah.
But they do a good job of it. Like you're not forced to play the story mode 24/7. A lot of people play it just to enjoy it. A lot of people play it because they like grinding. I like grinding, but like,
Yeah.
you know, I like games that if you are grinding or if you're playing for a certain aspect of the game, it gives you
Uh-huh.
a lot of aspects. And not only that, they're free. So if
Yeah.
you at some point you're like, man, I'm bored of this. Like I haven't touched Genshin for 9 months. Dead
Mhm.
ass. I haven't touched that game for 9 months. I got a little bored of it, but like I'm gonna at some point I'm gonna play it again, and I'll be like, oh shit, I'm not bored of it anymore, you know?
Yeah. Or like,
But
look
then
at this thing they've added.
yeah, oh, they added a new character or whatever. But then like you have COD where it's like sometimes when I buy a game, I'm like, I feel like I'm obligated to play this, you know? Because like I spent money on it.
Dude, that is a fucking great point. I didn't even, you know, and I think that's something that pisses me off about these games that are. I think going free to play is a risky move if you're a small company. That's what I think personally.
That's why it's good, you know, like Ubisoft has a fuck ton of money, so they can be like, yeah, we'll make this shit free, you know. But sorry, I didn't
This
mean to
guy
cut you
just
off.
suicide bombs every time. He's so shit. He's got 21 kills. You're fucking ass.
I'll do shit, bro.
No, just kidding. Uh, but yeah. Like COD has enough money, they could easily go free to play. Do you know how much money they would make if they made like a COD mobile clone? Where even if
Dude,
they sold it for like
yes.
$20 or something, like oh my god, bro! But free to play is the move. They sell a bunch of skins, bro, a bunch of DLC. I would buy the DLC if the game's good enough. I would rather them market 90% of the game to be free and have some of the like the guns be in a battle pass. Like one gun is in the battle pass, and you know maybe that gun will be strong because that's what you know the creators like to do. But at least I can play the game, and anyone can play the game. People don't just have like think of like households where you were like a little kid, bro. In the past, dropping 60 was bad enough, bro, and like certain
Yeah.
households like dropping 70, you're just raising the price. Like having free to play opens up so many options of just expanding on your game and building a bigger community.
I mean, plus you can just add a bunch of in-game content too, bro. Like you can just add a bunch of shit. Like Valorant skins, yeah, they're expensive as shit, but some of the skins are like fucking sick, you know?
Yeah, that's something
So
Valorant
it's
does
like,
right, bro, in my opinion, bro. Valorant skins are so good. um
yeah.
for and the game's free. You don't have to buy the skins. I don't know why people complain about how expensive they are. You're playing a free game, bro. It's not about the skins, you know?
Yeah. Plus like that's like how they make their money. That's quite literally the only way they make their money.
Yeah, literally. So like what you want them to just sell it for super cheap? Like no.
Yeah, then at that point, like you're probably just like yeah, Riot has a bunch of other games. Like they have fucking Jesus, League of Legends is selling an $80 skin for Yui or some bullshit because it's Faker's skin.
Yeah, Faker skin, I saw that.
So I'm like, well, I mean, I don't know what's expensive for League players and what's not expensive because I've never bought a skin and I don't play League a lot. But
I can promise you that one's up there for sure.
yeah. But it's like I'm not gonna be like, why the fuck is this $80? That's kind of fucking useless. Somebody's gonna buy that shit. Like, not somebody, a fuck ton of people are gonna buy that shit because it looks sick. I can't lie.
Yeah.
It looks sick, and like every other character has like a basic animation or whatever. Like this one has like a tower effect when you take it down. I think that's the first ever.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's got like all this new shit, so obviously people are gonna buy it.
Like I hate the fact that someone's marketing their game for 70 and I wouldn't even pay $70 for that shit. And like even if it were I wouldn't pay. I don't even know how to say this, but let me run it back. The experience that I'm getting from these last CODs are not worth 70. Now the reason I would say I would pay 70 for BO2, that's where I was going with that. I was going to say I wouldn't pay $70 for BO2, but I definitely would if I knew like how the
That's
game
what
is.
I'm getting.
Yeah. The issue I find now is that none of these games are like it's a gamble if it's going to be good or not, and so far for the past like however many games they've just been bad, bro. And that's why it pisses me off like games like 2042, bro. I love 2042 Battlefield. I played a lot of it. It was worth my money, I would say. For me personally, like because I personally enjoyed it, but I wouldn't say the game is worth that much money. I don't think anyone should pay that much money for that game, personally. And
Yeah, like
yeah, go ahead.
not everyone's gonna get like the same experience as another person.
The only reason I got that experience is because I played it with Ethan, basically. Like me and Ethan played it a lot. Like we were grinding the shit out of 2042 just because we
Right.
were able to play the beta, and I had a lot of fun with him, and that's something that I would say, that was something that I would say I enjoyed for the money I paid, but I wouldn't ever say that a game of that stature is worth that much.
This is gonna sound like nerdy as shit, bro.
Yeah.
But like as human beings, quite literally anything is gonna be funner when you have friends
Yeah.
playing it with you.
Oh, yeah. Keep going.
Because like I could play League, right? Like how I was saying, like I'm not gonna solo play League, but if I have a friend to play it with, like that's infinitely like more fun than me
Yeah.
solo queuing League.
Infinitely,
You know what I mean?
every time. Yeah.
And if you have fun on the game solo queuing, then that's good as fuck.
Yeah, that's
But,
great.
you know, some people only enjoy it. So when you're playing a game, like maybe you're playing a BR, you know, some people aren't gonna find it that fun playing solos. Like my friend literally, all she does is play like squads, trios, duos. She fucking hates solos. Like sure, she's like not that good at the game, but it's like just because she's bad at the game doesn't mean that she like should hate the entire game. She just likes playing with friends more because
Yeah.
she doesn't
Who wants to play
take
solo?
it seriously. Yeah. Genshin, you can play with other people. You can help them grind. You know, you can help out your friends if they're like a little lower level than you and everything. And there's no like level restriction to it. You know, some people just have more unlocked than others.
Yeah.
But like that's just what I like about certain games. It's like if I play COD with somebody, like I guess it's kind of the same for X-Defiant, but okay, let me just go like this. X-Defiant, playing friends with X-Defiant is different than playing COD with friends. Like because X-Defiant, you like actually have callouts, it's new, it's free, you know.
Yeah.
It's what do you call it? I think the introduction of abilities and stuff kind of caters to us because we like quite literally only play games that have abilities attached to like specific characters and everything like that. You know, Val, Overwatch, all that shit. If we were to just play COD, you know, we're just like chucking fucking nades at somebody, dolphin diving, like dolphin reload cancel peeking, like all that stupid bullshit.
Yeah.
Like on COD. You know, like on COD we're just running around. Like it's team deathmatch, it's domination, it's whatever. Like all the basics that they have in like fucking every COD game ever.
Yeah.
It's kind of it's COD is just a game you play to play. You're not really like, oh he's over there, oh he's over there, type like all that shit. You're kind of just like, oh fuck.
It's very
and
casual.
Like, yeah, it's very very casual. Like COD caters to the casual people. My 40-something-year-old dad plays COD.
Yeah.
All the fucking time. You know what I mean?
He's grinding COD because it's casual.
Yeah. It's casual. It's like quote unquote man shit. Sure, it's like man shit. Like it's COD is a very good franchise. Hands down, right? Like they've made awesome Call of Duties. Every campaign is super fucking good. That's the one thing I'll give to COD. Every campaign 100%. I've played, if I do buy the COD, majority of it's going to be for the campaign, or I'll just watch a playthrough on it because I'm not trying to spend $70. You know what I mean?
Of course.
But
like, wait. Oh wait, never mind. We'll talk about this later. Keep going.
Like if I'm gonna spend $70 to play that, like I'd rather know that I'm gonna have friends. Like if none of my friends are gonna buy that shit, I'm not buying that shit. You know. But if my other friends are gonna buy it, I'll be like, fuck yeah, I get to play another COD campaign, and I can just like play, you know, normal games or whatever.
Dude, that is Jesse, that was a banger. You actually like that is a point I have yet to talk about and hear other people talk about. Dude, oh my god, that was a 10 out of 10 banger, bro. I didn't think about that. Dude, playing games with your friends, bro. That is another reason why COD sucks. Nobody is spending $70 to play with each other. You know Hufka or George, which I definitely want to get a talk in with him about COD and everything. He's a COD fanatic, bro. Has played almost every single COD known to man, including the recent ones. Even him, someone who is a absolute COD fanboy, doesn't even like the new CODs and didn't buy them. And okay, that's just one thing. That was kind of off topic, but to put it in perspective, me and George only had each other to play Cold War. Like, no one else was playing Cold War. Of course, we played in the beta together, but after the beta, a friend gifted me the game, so I could play with him, but, different work schedule. I mainly played with George. George was mainly my COD, buddy. And no one else could play it. And everyone that was, like, my friend was, like, saying that the game looked cool, but they're like, I just don't want to drop that much money on the game. And that's so valid. And that's something that you kind of hit on the nail there. People want to play with their friends, but people don't want to spend $70 to play with their friend. I'm trying to think. There was one more thing you said that really also stuck out as well. The campaign. Dude, why do they not just make the game free to play and the campaign is something you purchase? I would totally be down.
I'd buy the campaign. Yeah, I would buy that shit.
Just market it at a lower price, like $40, because that's where a lot of the marketing goes in a lot of the production, I bet, is campaign. You have to make a story, you have to do writing, you have to all that. You really have to lock down on the campaign, bro. Make it like 45, make it 50, bro. People are going to buy that. If the campaign's goated enough, people spend $60 on these AAA games that are not just they are literally just story mode games like Sekiro Samurai or whatever that game's called. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I know
that game.
And so people will that's proof in its own that people will spend the money for the campaign. And that's, in my opinion, a way that they could still profit off of COD and still give us multiplayer for free.
And one thing to like prove that like free to play games will infinitely be better than games you have to pay for, at least in the beginning. If you like it or not, you like it, you don't have to, you don't like it, it's whatever. But then it's also like, hey dude, you want to play this new game came out? Like, oh shit, there's a game on Steam that's free, or there's a beta or whatever. You want to play it? Yeah, sure, man. You guys don't end up liking it, you don't have to fucking play that game ever again.
But you'll get you'll still download it and play it.
Exactly, and then you have COD, and it's like, well, I just spent $60 for fucking nothing. I did that with the most recent COD. Like, I played it like twice with my friends, and like we kind of just haven't gotten on it since.
Which COD was that?
I think it was Vanguard.
Damn.
Or I don't think it's Vanguard, but I don't remember. I can check, but
yeah, it doesn't matter too much.
It's like I got my friend to play Genshin with me. This guy only plays like FPS games and party games. We were on Genshin and we were just fucking around the entire time. We didn't do any actual grinding or anything. We were just playing the game in a stupid way.
Yeah.
And like he plays like FPSs, but he doesn't play like tactical shooters like, or I guess like Val related games where you just like stand still, shoot shit like that. Even then we're just trolling on that.
Mm-hmm.
But like every Riot game is free. They have what's the genre for
MOBA?
League? MOBA? Yeah. They have a MOBA, they have an FPS. They're what else do they have? They have a MOBA, they have FPS. They're gonna come out with a fighting game soon.
Yeah.
That's three different people. A bunch of pro players from like Street Fighter or Guilty Gear or like Tekken are gonna go to that game. It's free, so they're like, why not? Might as well play it, And if they end up liking it, then they could switch over to that game. If they don't like it, then it's like,
they at least have the chance to try it 100% free.
Yeah, like
that's a great point. I didn't think much about that as well, but it's just having the ability to hop on a game with your friend just because it's there, even if they don't know if they're gonna like it, increases their odds of making money and creating something people like anyway better, because if it's free then they can push updates from it, and if they're profiting off of like
like just item shop shit, then it's like it's a win-win because some
Yeah.
people can play that game and it's like, all right, well, I'm not gonna spend money, but I'll keep playing this game, you know?
Yeah.
And at some point, bro, people are like, I'm not spending money on this game. But
Yeah.
like, let's be honest, bro. Like 9 times out of 10, motherfuckers are gonna cave in.
Yeah.
Like, you already know.
A skin that's good is gonna come out that they really like. I was the same way with Valorant. I ended up spending money on it, bro.
Yeah.
You know, look, take Overwatch for instance, bro. Dude, Overwatch, a classic game that costed money. There was, you know, the different versions of it that gave you 2 different versions that gave you skins, and one gave you skins, one gave you the base game, which is, you know, no one needs the skin, but it's just the. Oh fuck, he's riot shielding me. He's having sex with me.
Fine, it's fine. Hold on. I impede him.
Fuck you. Anyways, good shit. Two
Oh!
Versions of that game, and people bought it hella because it was a good game. It was like one of a kind type of game, and
Yeah.
but run it back to now they went free to play. Now the game is shit. Don't get me wrong. Like that's a whole nother episode, bro. Like we'll get
Yeah.
onto that in like another episode. But like the fact that it's free to play still. Oh, sorry, bro. The fact that it's free to play still means even though the game is shit, I will get on and test the new season. And I might even just like it. Like, you know, I have that option available. I can still come back to the game, which increases their odds of making money infinitely with a game.
Yeah. Like Splatoon, like it's not you're not really making money on Splatoon. Like there's nothing like to buy in game, but like it's Nintendo. They don't really need to put in game shit for some games. It just costs like $40 to get the game, $60. And like that's it. They don't have any in-game currency, right? There's like a story mode. They have so many expansion packs to play. There's so much of the gameplay, all that shit. And they have so many communities, like Discord servers, like playing in like making their own tournaments and all this shit. Like there's literally a league where if you win one of the tournaments, you just get kicked from the server and you can't play them anymore, you know? Because like you proved that you're good enough and that you're not supposed to be playing in like it's like a junior league or whatever.
Yeah.
All that shit. And then you get kicked from that server and invited to a different server that's like a higher tier and stuff like
dope.
that.
That's really cool.
And yeah, but like one of the games that I kind of just like play once a season and then never play again is not only Splatoon, but like Overwatch. Overwatch is a game where it's like, oh, this season's shit, but I'll come back and play another. Like I'm literally like I have Overwatch uninstalled now, but like when the new patches come out, like sure I'm gonna try it, but like I looked at the patch notes and it looks shit. Like Mercy has her fucking ult back. Hello. Valkyrie is now an ability. Like bullshit.
Just,
and
it's crazy.
It just looks dumb. But you know, like at the end of the day, I'm still gonna go back and try it because maybe I like it. Maybe it's not too bad. Maybe all the shit cans aren't in my fucking rank anymore.
Yeah.
And it's just whatever, you know. Like I'll always go back to old games and try them, and like, you know, especially if they're free, it's like whatever. But if it costs money, like I said before, I'm just gonna feel like I have to play it. Like, like my friend gifted me a game once, and I felt like I had to play it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't really want that. I just want to like enjoy the game without being like, oh my god, he wasted like $20 on me. I'm not gonna like fucking waste it. Bullshit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because that's never fun, bro.
Yeah.
And
but
keep
sorry, go
going.
You're good. You go.
I'm gonna try this mag. I think it could be better. Wait, what does this thing even do? Horizontal recoil. Yeah, no, that's ass. Sorry, hold on. Yeah, a good point you made there was, and I think this is true for like most games, is you don't want to feel like you have to play it, right? Like you don't want some thing that's making you say like, oh fuck, I have to play it, bro. Like that's no one ever has fun when you make a when you make a game. We just lose now, right?
Oh, no, we lost.
Oh, because of the time. I forgot that's how this game works. I like that. Yeah. you'd never want to be in a spot where you're like feeling like you have to play it, bro. Like you always want to be playing it if it's something you're having fun doing, not something. Oh fuck, dude, I gotta make my money's worth. That's never
Yeah,
enjoyable.
it's never fun.
Yeah, I think this whole talk, it's disappointing because I can go back and play an old COD and infinitely have more fun, or I could, maybe it's the experience that I had, but like even going now playing BO2 again recently just for fun, waiting for this new COD. And okay, wait. No. Okay, hold on. I have to run back to something before I forget it. Something I will commend COD for. Now, this is very commendable. They are putting their game on Xbox Game Pass, which means if I just want to play it for a month, I can drop $10 and just play it for a month, and I never have to spend money on it again. That is something I'll admit, as much as I love hating on the fact it's $70, I can get behind the fact that a $10 Game Pass to have it for a month, that is not bad.
Yeah, no, that's really good, and it's $10, but it's better. I'd rather have it $10 like for 1 month, and then if I end up liking it, then I spend another 70 to get it permanently. Like that's whatever. I don't give a fuck because I know I'm getting my money's worth.
Yeah.
But like, that's better than spending 70, hating it, not playing it, and it just like sits there,
Of course.
Like,
dude, yeah.
And it's like, dude, okay, the best zombies game ever. Correct me if I'm wrong. Infinite Warfare. Best zombies out of every COD I've ever played. I'm pretty sure you only had to pay to play online. The zombies was free.
Damn.
You could play zombies for free, and it was the best zombies ever. Like, obviously, I played online and everything. Like, I played with my brother, like, 1v1s and all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, me and him always played zombies,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was free, So it's like, you can have good aspects of the game be free, and then have extra parts cost money if people are like watch a video and be like, oh, this shit's sick, because they're gonna see somebody on YouTube's obviously gonna buy it and then make a video about it. Like everyone does that with anything.
Yeah.
And they're gonna be like, oh shit, this thing's cool, I'm gonna buy it, and then they buy it. But if they see a YouTube video and they're like, this looks really fucking bad, they don't buy it, and it's whatever. They can keep playing the game like normal, and then you have extra shit in the shop where it's like, oh, that's a cool AK skin, I'm gonna buy that,
Yeah.
Like CS:GO's free. They have cases. If you want to spend money, you can spend money to try and get cool skins. Obviously, that's gambling. You're not knowing what you're gonna get, but like people still do it anyways, because some people like the thrill of gambling.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong, bro. You're right. Dude, that's just such a good point, bro. I don't know. That's just a good point. That just is a good point. Just having the option to that this is what I think we've really been trying to hit on the nail here, to hammer down on to fuck. This is the thing that we're trying to
put the plank in place.
Yeah, this is really the splooge we're trying to squeeze out here,
Yeah, the Flowberry Fizz I'm trying to use to get my full shields,
Okay, you fucking nerd. Anyways, it's just giving the option for the experience, like even if it's not the full experience first, is just so healthy for your game. Your game will, even if the game, even let's just say all these past CODs, I guarantee, I'll put money on this. Okay, actually I won't. That probably doesn't make sense because they cost $70. I'll put money on the fact that if they make a good enough COD game and they give people the chance to try it first before purchasing it, the full game, more people would buy the full game. And like, obviously I can't make that statement for to say that like if a bad COD gets released and people try it, they're gonna buy the full game. Obviously not. Like obviously they're not gonna fucking buy it if it's shit. But my point is that like if the game is good enough, they'll make probably like double the amount, or not double, but like an increased amount, and not
Yeah,
that much.
a good amount more than like they would have before. And like, dude, Cold War had an open beta, which unironically the most fun COD like experience I've had in since like Black Ops 2 when I was a fucking
Dude,
kid.
same. Dude, me and
Like,
George made a video on that game, like a small little highlight video.
yeah, like me and my two other friends, like I've known them for so long.
Mm-hmm.
My
Mason and
one
Pi.
friend, yeah,
Yeah.
Pi, COD fanatic, owns basically every COD known to man. Like they get it all the time, you know, like they play it a lot. They like COD-esque games.
Yeah,
That's
that's
why
their shit.
X-Defiant's very good.
Uh-huh.
And Mason never plays COD. COD is like the only game FPS game he doesn't play. He'll play any other game. Like he'll play fighting games, he'll play anything, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Except for
But
COD.
COD is just
When
not there.
yeah, the one time we played COD, unironically all three of us, like the most fun experience ever, bro. We played I don't know what the map was called, but dude, like we were just laughing so much. Like we were all running sniper. By the way, Cold War like beta sniper was so broken. Like it
Which
quick
one?
scope, no attachments. I don't remember.
Yeah. The quick scoping sniper. I know that one.
Yeah, like dude,
I don't
and it
remember the
was
name of
like
it.
people like complain about it and everything, and I was like, dude, you know, obviously everyone complains about like snipers being too OP, and then it got nerfed or whatever, and I ended up getting Cold War, but the beta was fun as fuck, you know?
Yeah, I ended up buying that COD too because of the beta.
Yeah, like we were on a map and we're like, oh, someone's JFK or some shit, because there was this like one part of the map where it was just a perch, bro. Like it was super dumb. But you know, like it was fun nonetheless, because we sat in a room next to JFK, fucking camping there, waiting for the guy to go up, and then we killed him.
Yeah.
You know?
And Cold War went crazy with that ground war game mode that they added. It was like Warzone, but I didn't have to fucking like play Warzone. Like I thought that shit was so fun. And
it was good.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing about this new COD. Obviously there's a beta. Like every COD there's a beta, I guess. And that's cool and all, but like no one's all like, you miss a huge player base when it's only the beta. If the beta is not proof enough alone, and our experiences now as people who haven't bought any CODs, that one Cold War, that game was fun. I enjoyed that, and I don't even like be enjoying COD nowadays like that. So I don't know. I mean, to say that COD is what it used to be is just not true, bro. They really just want your money, and it's insane to me because they probably have so much money anyway. It almost feels like it's weird to me to think about, because they play their own games, I would assume, right? And they like, I feel like they have no recollection of what it's like to be somebody who doesn't have just extra spending money, or even, dude, not even yo put it out the window for somebody who has the money. Somebody who has a lot of money might not even buy these CODs because of how bad they are. That says something. If somebody has the money for it and they won't spend it, that's a problem. That's how you know a game is not worth like anything, really. And so, you know, it just gets frustrating. And I'm hoping this new COD is good. I'm excited to be able to play the playtest, the beta, with George, especially, and all my friends, because, you know, I think I have a large amount of friends. I could definitely get a lot of them in on this beta, which is gonna be nice. I guess to kind of wrap it around here, really giving people the option to try out your game, even if it's not the full game, like even the zombies, for instance, bro, like how Infinite Warfare did that, you said they gave them like a playtest and then you could buy it separately. I think that's cool. I love that. I think that's epic. I wish they did that more. With the feel of X-Defiant right now compared to like the beta, like get the beta, the old game, like right now, like, Jesse, how would you say this game like really feels? Like, do you fuck with it still?
Yeah, I definitely like fuck with the game. Like
Yeah.
it's not a game where it's like yeah, I probably wouldn't play it on my own most of the time, but if even one person is like, "Yo, let's hop on." Like right now, like you know, like if you're like, "Yo, let's hop on."
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, "Fuck yeah." You know?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
right now it just kind of feels like could you even classify it as a party game? I mean, party game in the sense of like I only want to play it if I am playing with a friend, you know?
Uh-huh.
But you know, like once
Oh
rank comes
my.
out, like I'm playing this shit on my own, like if my
Yeah.
friend's on or not, you know? And if they're
Yeah.
on, like we can duo queue, like it's whatever. But yeah, like I still don't know. We'll have to see. Like
Mhm.
there's gonna be a lot of balances. There's gonna be a lot of changes to guns, changes to class, maybe even
Yeah.
changes to like how the game modes work, map reworks, maybe. Who knows? But like, you know,
Yeah.
like it's just the beta. So this is quite literally the bare minimum
Uh-huh.
of like what we're going to see. Like
Yeah, this is
they're
just dry.
they advertise like, oh, the shop changes every day, but the shop changes every like 2 days. It's not even every day.
Mhm.
And if something does change every day, it's like one item at a time.
Mhm.
You know, ranked's coming, new season's coming, so it's a new battle pass, and maybe they're gonna try and add some like special effects like COD does or some shit like that. There's, you know, like I said, maybe updates to game modes, maps, you know, there's bug fixes. There's definitely some bugs that happened. They had to hot fix one bug because you could like whenever you died
The
with a
infinite
grenade,
nade glitch.
yeah, that shit. Um, you know, there's all this extra shit that they're just like working on and they're gonna release it all in one thing. I think that'll be really healthy because like, you
Yeah.
know, for a month people have just been playing like the same like dry in terms of content. Like you can still have fun killing people and all that shit. But you know, like once you have the guns that you want, like you're just playing with the same gun and getting nothing out of it. Like
Yeah.
it's cool you hit clips and stuff like that, but like it's not like fun every game, every second that you're playing. Shit
Yeah.
like that.
I don't think there's anything such as a COD killer necessarily, but if there's anything that I would play in the meantime or people would want to play in the meantime for CODs, it's gonna be X-Defiant, bro. It really does scratch an itch that I haven't been able to get from other games in a long time. And that whole thing about, yo, bro, like let's hop on, let's play. I just
Yeah.
agree. It's just easy to play. It's not difficult to get onto and to just have like some fun even
Yeah.
with
And if
a
you're not
small
feeling it
amount.
after one game,
Yeah.
yeah. And even if you're not like feeling the game, you're like, man, I just don't want to play right now. You're just like, all right, that's fine. And then you guys hop on
Yeah.
another game. Like it's whatever.
Yeah. There's no
You know?
guilt to live up to the amount that you spent.
Yeah.
Hmm. Thank you guys for watching, and I think that concludes episode number 1. All right, bro.
Later. Some moist shit.
Later.
All right. That's all.
All
Later.
right. That's all. I'm gonna go jerk my wee now.